All right, what's up, everybody? Welcome to PALVR playoffs, the wild card play-in. This is Mustache. So excited to be here. Honestly, I have butterflies, and I'm not even playing. I'm just such a freaking nerd when it comes to this game and the competitive side of this. Now we're finally here in playoffs. We have two amazing teams tonight with OVL Alpha and Flashbangers going at it. Win and you're in the playoffs. Lose and your season is unfortunately done. So this is going to be a great match, a really exciting one. We are going to be starting off on Turbine, and it's not just any Turbine. It is Turbine Night with the Bridge OBJ location. We only have a few Flashbangers players in the game right now, so we'll switch over as soon as we get more in. This is going to be awesome. What's up, Orthodox? Holland, Assertive. What's up, guys? Thanks for coming in. Orthodox digging the 8-bit Metallica. Man, nothing gets me pumped up like some Onward and 8-bit Metallica. So, no, man, this is gonna be fun. I'm excited. Our bans for tonight, we have OVL Alpha banning Egress and Flashbangers banning Abandoned. I think that's a good call on both sides. I know Flashbangers is a strong team on Egress, multiple OBJ locations to worry about, so never a bad idea to ban that if you're unsure. And Flashbangers banning Abandoned. Only one OBJ location on Abandoned, however, Alpha knows it like the back of their hand, and it would have made a very difficult night map had that been the choice. So that's where we're at. We are waiting on one more Flashbangers player to ready up, and we will get into the game shortly. Briefly, before I forget, in case it gets too intense later, I'm going to show you the Sunlucky ad. Quick word from our league sponsor.
Sunlucky offers easy-to-use VR products that will help enhance your VR experience, like this Sunlucky Gunstock with hundreds of 5-star reviews, this paddle adapter for 11 table tennis, and this golf club adapter for Golf Plus and Walkabout Mini Golf. Visit sunlucky.shop to find out more.
All right, what's up, Jabo? Yeah, night map, Turbine Night. I love it, man. I think it's such a great strategy by Alpha. I know so far we got a lot of AMF in the chat. Alpha did that when they played AMF. Man, since the new update that changed the night vision goggles, it plays differently. You know, some of these shadows you cannot see a Volk Defender in unless you have a very specific color. And so not only that, you know, maybe getting Flashbangers uncomfortable with something, you know, that they're not familiar with if they haven't practiced, but also taking utility out of their pocket. I think it's a great call. Super smart. So interested to see where this goes. We have 10 out of 10 players. They're just getting some last minute strategy, and so we are going to hop in a moment. In the meantime, I just want to give you a quick look at what our playoff bracket looks like. So bottom left, this is the play-in game. Winner of this is going to take on Fodder Figures in the wild card round. AMF and Legion were the top seeds for each conference, so they get a bye. Yeah, that's our playoff picture. All right, let's go to the game. Clicking on game very deliberately. We are making sure we're going to capture all the action. We got Doink here. What's up, Doink? Let's hop in. Take a look at who's playing tonight. We have Step, Mr. 808, Beast Billy, Hot Brass, and Zachary Odin on the OVL Alpha side. And on the Flashbanger side, we've got Vans, Bub, Acquire Monster, Griff Dog, and Siri. Whoops, wrong button. So check it out. We are on the bridge location. Turbine Night is a super interesting one because there are all these spotlights and these bright areas. You know, if you go into green, you might consider taking your nods off and then have to put them back on as you exit green and, you know, take shots at guys on the backside, or just leave them off, you know, and use the spotlights. I don't know. It's an interesting one. I'm glad that we didn't have to play it against Alpha. I know before we faced off against them, I was putting some time in testing out different maps and different colors and things like that with night vision. I think I have my ideal setup, but thankfully didn't have to use it. The other thing that's interesting with choosing this night map is we saw OVL against AMF hold some unusual positions that you don't normally see from a bridge defense. They had Hot Brass hanging out back here low a lot of the night, just making sure that nobody exited green or came up those stairs. We had others kind of playing in these shadows, I think in slightly different ways than you would normally see in a daytime map. So I think it's going to be very interesting. The other thing that flashbangers really like to do with this map is use a lot of utility, use a lot of smokes, throw them long, and run right up the middle for a super aggressive OBJ push right off the bat as Marsoc. If they're spending any points on their goggles and they're not going with just the free goggles, free colors, it's going to take a smoke out of their pocket. So I think it's a good call by Alpha if they have a plan for how to defend on a night map like this. All right, let's check our tent. How many we got? We got 5 ready on Alpha, and we have 4 ready on Flashbangers. We're going to be getting going in just a moment. I'm going to head back and make sure we're still good on this side. Doink, I see you in the chat. Don't forget to turn on the lights if they do a night map. I've got night vision on, and I found, I'll show you, there's a little night vision color booster here, bottom right on those caster options. I've got that turned all the way up. So Turbine's a pretty bright map, even when you're casting. Some of the others, like Downfall, if we go there, is pretty dark regardless, even with the caster night vision. But hey, I'll talk you through it best I can if we can't see it. On that topic, if I accidentally leave you in the tent, hopefully that doesn't happen. But if you see the scoreboard when you should see the game, call me on Discord, audio call. I'll see that notification. We're just a little bit behind, so you won't miss too much. But I do miss text notifications, so call is the way to go. What's up, Sweet Jake? Good to see you, buddy. I know there's a few of you guys in big screen as well, which is pretty cool, watching it together in a virtual environment. What's the environment of choice when you guys are in big screen? You in the classic movie theaters, campgrounds, on the bed of the apartment? What's the setup there? I know I make my avatar as awkward as possible and just sit on the bed silently and wait for my team to come in, and yeah, little bonding. Looks like Jake is lost in the big screen app listening to people talk about lobster. Yeah, you got to be careful which rooms you go into there. All right, I hear beeps. We're going into the game. Double check our sides. We're still good.
World, just deal with what's in front of you. Yeah, there's the stutter that comes with the night map on Turbine. Yep.
All right, following it, OVL Alpha.
Flare.
Ready to go. Looking at their nods, they've got all of them have the free goggles, not spending extra points to get 3 lenses for the wider field of view. And Acquire takes down Zachary right off the bat. Step return and fire. My audio is so loud, I gotta adjust that. And you see an aggressive defensive push right up the bridge from Flashbangers with Vans and Siri already holding this box. Beast Billy, meanwhile, bottom green, working on breaching that, but he gets taken out right away. Step coming up the bridge here, makes it to the triple box. Siri's in the open, peek that Step. Peek that. So he gets there, he's gonna have a little advantage with that shadow, and they trade. And that is 2 down for Alpha, 1 down for Flashbangers, with Bub, Griff, and Acquire holding down Blue Room. So you see this defensive approach here. Griff Dog listening for footsteps, looking downstairs. He is exposed to top doghouse when he stands that close. Acquire in that position we were talking about with Brass from that earlier game. And then Bub with Griff Dog on his backside, helping them out. Man, this is bright in here. Billy takes out Bub. Griff Dog's waiting on footsteps. I don't see C4 anywhere, but it's possible that it's here. Step takes out Siri. Billy pre-fires the wrong direction, unfortunately. Zachary's also looking in that direction. Ooh, late trade with Griff. So we have 2 Alpha in green, with the fire team being one of them. Vans is tucked into that OBJ box, so if they try to exit, that's going to be a surprise. Acquire's also still holding this, and then Bub's going to be coming in from red, waiting for these guys to frame themselves in that doorway. Can Hot Brass get shots on him from up top? He's got to reload just as he does, so that's not going to happen. And Bub runs through Billy, runs through Zachary, and then trades with Mr. 808, who is fire team. So now Griff Dog's going to replenish that ramp. Brass is dropping down from Overwatch, with Step on the cliffside Overwatch, making sure that anybody that peeks this corner is going to have to deal with Step. The camera on Step, be able to get back there quickly. And we'll check out Brass and Billy making their way back up. No street side push yet from Alpha. Haven't seen any smokes go out on the street. Only utilities so far have been what Billy's bringing in here to try to breach green. Oh, that's a frag. Billy dodges it just in time. More utility coming out. Flashbanger sharing utility. Step's able to get Bub. Bub likes this. We got a trade here. Bub likes this back corner. What camera is it? 7? Yeah, that's where his body is. And that's exactly what Step's looking for here. All right, so Brass, Odin, 808 working their way up. Odin's in a good spot if Step's going to keep these guys from peeking this window. He already hit Bub. Flashbangers know that Step's on that hill. They're going to be cautious of it. Acquire, though, if Zachary gets too high, Acquire might see his head come up. Looks like we have some more action happening front green. Mr. 808 sneaking his way up.
There's one in front of us.
But Griff's still up top holding it down. Zachary on the car. Check it out. Step, give him some help. On that corner, don't let Acquire peek. Ooh, I don't know if this is a night thing. Acquire, I think, should be able to see that. Acquire's dead. Vans is playing cautious. This is going to be their first time reaching OBJ, so we'll see if Zachary's expecting it. Billy's pushing Bub. Bub takes him out. And we're down to 3 Alpha alive, 2 Flashbangers alive right now. One of them was a box, so we got to move off that. Move. Bub's going to get him just in time. He misses it. Can he shoot him in the ass? He can. Gets him. I just needed that pressure on the doors. Bub ran over there from 808, but he's fire team. So here comes Billy. Let's use some of that utility. He's pre-firing the desk. And they trade. Follow that 808.
Got no one in here. Someone's coming up behind, though.
That's a trade. Good. He's going to pick up Billy.
One coming in, one coming.
Bub's going to call it out. We've got 3 Flashbangers on the back door. Step is no longer on Overwatch. And Griff Dog's able to run through them on the spawn. Take a lot of tickets. 3 dead for Alpha right now. And Step and Brass are pushing back up the street.
One uplink right side.
All right, Step and Brass, no fire team support, so they need to just patiently try to take 2 players right now. If somebody gets sloppy and peeks these windows, that should be their kill. If Acquire pushes too far or Siri leaves, then you want to work on these guys so that by the time you get help in green, you can make the green breach happen. Acquire's peeking high, but Step's got no angle. Ooh, he went low on him. Good play, went right through the car. Doesn't need to follow it with anything. He's more exposed than Bub is, so he backtracks off that. Oops, that's not what I wanted. I want camera 7. Good smoke coming out. But again, you saw him go full exposure there. Bub's able to take him out. Billy coming up from the bottom. He takes out Bub. But Griff is clearly aware of that. Now he hears Billy's footsteps. Another trade, lots of trades.
2 down.
All right, so that's 2 flashbangers down. Hot Brass I just saw making a hard push up the street. He's gonna have to worry about Siri. Quickly, where are the rest of our Alpha? We got 1 at the parking. We got 2 just behind Hot Brass. Let's see. So Zachary crawling up the street. 808. Fire team still at the front door. Choir takes out Odin. It's 2 dead for Alpha. Here comes a frag. Just long. Billy trying to make that breach happen again. That's a flash. Van should be blind. He counter flashes. Bub comes in off the back door. Takes that out.
On the bridge. Bridge.
All right, so we still have more happening here, but Brass is in a spot to take out windows if these guys get sloppy and start to move forward. They used that M203 smoke on the windows earlier, and unfortunately just weren't able to get far enough with that. Bub back to the corner. He takes out Step. OVL has to be more aggressive than they were earlier, which is why Step has pulled off of that Overwatch position, but it was really helpful. And man, that desk has been the same spot over and over and over again. If you cook a frag long enough and you throw it at the ceiling from down here, you basically aim for this light, it will blow up anybody behind the desk. It's about a 4.5 second cook for that.
There's more ammo.
That I think is the ticket for people on the desk in that spot. All right, so you got 3 Alpha alive, all flashbangers alive. Got a flare in here. It's going to be disruptive to the night vision goggles. Flashbanger strategy clearly is just to surround blue, or I mean surround green. So
I still got this gun.
they're just holding this. You see Griff's got an extra gun. Theory working the corner. He takes out 1. Same time, Bub goes out the front door and takes out 1. And now we are up to Step. Step might be our last alive here for Alpha. Let's get some first person with him. He doesn't have too ugly of a scope. And he's fragged by Series. A good win by Flashbangers, good defense, making sure that they never lost green. Excuse me. And Alpha trying to storm green again and again and again, just were not able to make it happen. Let's take a look at our scores. I'm gonna head back to the tent and update that. All right, so round 1, Flashbangers Folk get the win. Now we're on to round 2. What's up, Fire Queen? It's like Fooboy, Parabellum joining Doink. What's up, guys? And Doink's on the hotel bed. Yeah, there are some interesting places to watch VR. DL, what's up, buddy? Good games last night. All right, I hear beeps. Click on the game screen. Back in here. That was the old false alarm. Appreciate it. Making sure I'm ready. Make sure we're in game. All right. Sandy Beru. Man, that is such a generous offer. However, I don't know how to delete that. I hope I didn't just pin it, bro. I don't know. Get that out of here. Somebody's got to have a mod ability. Hey, Jake, do not click on that link and give them your password. I know something that, you know, an old guy like you would fall for, but just don't do it. All right, we are 9 out of 10 ready. Just waiting on one more alpha to ready up. Bub led the way there. For flashbangers, he had a few streaks in green, clearing that out where he hit multiple in a row. Always feels good. That adds up quickly. Billy on the other end was the green breacher. Tried it again and again, just unfortunately not able to get the timing right. Man, you know what? Everybody watching this is a good player, but I'm going to show you what I do. I start cooking my frag about right here. And then I throw it at that light I was talking about. And then I throw a long flash down the hole to take off that second guy.
I think I like the.
Would be my breach strategy. All right, we got flashbangers coming in. Bub is the fire team leader.
These aren't traces.
Swapping some guns. Bub's dropping everything. He's gonna make a hard push straight up the middle. He likes to do this on a lot of different maps. See if Alpha's able to slow him down. They do have one holding the backside. Shots coming out, none connecting quite yet. Flashbanger sending Acquire up top. Acquire is just kind of working on Hot Brass, who was way back there in the spawn. But here comes Billy. And Bub's already in green. He's got a good effective flash on Zachary. Got a pistol in his hand. Zachary is able to take him out. So Siri, meanwhile, here at the crack box, they've got one smoke coverage on step. 808, check them out, looking low for any toes that pop out. And Siri's able to get step, working that wall fully exposed. Here's Vans. Vans might be able to see 808's gun. It's tough to tell for me. Doesn't look like it. It's putting shots on the spawn just in case anybody comes and pops their head on that corner. Sounds like we've got Overwatch again. Wire up top.
Green.
Also trying to take anybody from the spawn. And we got Bub here putting smoke on the windows from the corner. Hot Brass able to take out Vans. Hot Brass using that corner. Oop, not that corner, that corner. We saw a lot of last time. And good smoke placement, nice and long. It's a pain for Alpha until Brass throws it back. But it doesn't impact Flashbanger's push. Good smoke. All right, Griff, no footsteps here. Which is going to work. So he takes out Billy. Zachary's in the smoke, he can't see it. Sprays it, but Griff's able to get him, so now green's clear. Flashbanger's gonna complement this with a hard push up the street. Vans gets Mr. 808. And that's exactly what they needed. They're gonna get this code capped. They don't have any smoke coverage if Step comes this direction, but he gets taken out. So code's gonna cap. And Griff Dog is gonna put some pressure on the backside here. So as these guys leave red, if Griff chooses, he's gonna have a triple spray. Let's see, odds aren't quite in his favor with the number of guns coming in, but he's able to trade with one. Now, Alpha needs utility out. Consider smoke for that push. Billy's coming in, he gets one. He's gonna go work on the rest from green windows. That's a good play. Can't quite see him. Got Siri on the crack box there. People are still spawning on Bub. And we need to check out our corner here. A Step comes up. All dead. Get that defuse, but Siri's still holding the corner. It's a tough shot through that crack. And Siri gets him. So now Siri, last stand for Alpha coming in. He was able to get two. Keep that OBJ from being defused. Good play by Siri, holding the box as the last resort. And winning the round. All right, let's take a look at some final scores here for Turbine before we go to our next map. Over on the OVL Alpha side, we got Step at 9-9, Mr. 808 2-5, Billy the Beast 7-13, Hot Brass at 4-4, and Zachary Odin at 2-7. Flashbanger side, we got Vans at 4-3 with the cap, Bub at 13-7, Acquire at 3-4, Griffdog 8-5, and Siri at 10-5. All right, we're gonna head back to our map here, our scoreboard, update our maps. Flashbangers get 2 points for that one. Take round 1, map 1. And Alpha with 0. All right. Jabba deleted the word from our unofficial sponsor. Thank you. Yeah, Orthodox. I almost gave him the password for the whole stream, man. You almost got me. Sparky. Somebody talking to Sparky? I don't see Sparky's chats, though. What's up, Sparky? And Only Dawn. What's up, buddy? All right, let's see where we went next. Bring you guys with me. Uh-oh. We got a lobby reset. All right. Let me take care of this. You guys are going to hang out here. I won't forget about you. I will be right back. So, you all can't see it. I have to reset my... So they're resetting the lobby. I'm assuming they're going to a daytime map. I also have to quit Onward and restart the game on my end because it brings night vision to all the day maps, which is kind of dumb. So we're just loading it again. And yes, Doink, I see your message now that we're between maps. I will... make sure we turn on lasers. Thank you, Hot Brass and Step, keeping me updated with the map change. And we're going to be on Bazaar next. Uh-oh, sounds like they had some audio issues last round. That's always frustrating. Can't hear your teammates. Super important. All right. Get some team names real quick. We are going to Bazaar next. You guys can see that. Sweet. So we are on the new OBJ location. I have not been able to figure out a great spot for a camp here to cover this, but these guys like to cap from front of the fountain here. So we're going to make that our one. Going to focus on the Marsoc pushes. Here. Uh-oh. I don't have gamer fingers. Oh my god. All right, so I'm just getting camera set up right now, using every bit of focus I have to move around the map. We are waiting on one more flashbanger to join, and then we will get started here on Bazaar. Back to OBS, make sure I have you guys. We do. Jake says, don't leave us on the screen. You know, I thought about putting you on the scoreboard screen like this, and then, you know, saying, all right, and we're off. So here we go with the initial push. Flashbangers going right up the middle. But too cruel, too cruel. I'm not gonna let it happen. We're just gonna hang out here in the game. I'm gonna go back. So we saw Bub drop all of his weapons last round, run right up the middle. Flashbangers also like an aggressive push here. It's daytime. They don't have to worry about utility restrictions or anything like that. So I'm expecting smoke. Last time I casted them, they had an OBJ cap immediately from the center. Just kind of feeling out these obstacles, using smoke coverage on the gap here on our right, coming in for the cap while they took over the right side. I'd be ready for that. If I see smoke here on Bazaar, I would want to counter flash, have a couple flashes in my pocket. At least somebody on the team with a frag, within frag distance of OBJ, able to drop a frag in that smoke and beat back that initial attack, and make them adjust based off of that. In the past, more so when Buzzy was flashbangers, this was a popular fire team position for them, holding these stairs. If you could shut down the right side, their primary fire team spot is typically holding here. And then we see the... see if he makes it happen. If Bub's going to cap, it's going to be from this box. And then crawling up the way here, exposed here. He waits for that guy to die. And then come cap from front fountain. So key position there is holding this building, but they will continue, especially Griff Dog, will continue to attack this left side and try to take out that person from the left. So flanks are good. Controlling blue is essential. Controlling those middle shops is essential. Making sure that you have a frag in your pocket at all times to take out any smokes on the OBJ against these guys. All right, we're gonna go. Following flashbangers. See what happens. Bub's fire team once again.
Looks like I'm fire team. I'll be your fire team today. Just know when you spawn on me, you enter at your own risk. Bullets will be flying.
Bub saying spawn on him at your own risk. Make sure you spawn crouched. There's that early smoke coming in. We're gonna have Acquire hit the fridge. The others across the street, looks like Mr. 808's already up top. Somebody step hits Bub with a pre-frag, same pre-frag that Bub likes to use. Siri takes out Billy. Again, he's got smoke coverage on the OBJ, so he's right in there immediately. Zachary Odin should be able to hear those footsteps. Don't just spray it, flash it, frag it. There you go, he got him. And Acquire putting shots out. We also have action here in the courtyard. Bub's able to take out Brass. Looks like both they share that kill. And they're gonna work on getting fire team here spawning on B side. Billy's gonna be the guy to try to work on this. Bub's waiting for him, tucked in, with people spawning on him. But Griff Dog's able to take out Billy. And here comes our flashbanger spawn. So you see step over in that dark pallet area. Zachary's in a good spot to hold them off if things go really bad. If Siri pushes out for the OBJ cap here, without smoke coverage, Zachary's going to be the guy to help out with this. Check out what Bub's holding. He's waiting for anybody to push down this tunnel. Let's go back to Zachary. Looks like Siri tried to push. but it did not work. Brass is coming in. Pre-fire in that spot that Griff was at. But the others take him out from Bub's spawn position. He's just going to hold this. That's a super tough shot when you're coming out of that B tunnel. Guys are going to spawn on him over and over and just pour out of it. Vans on the other side took over the pallet shadow. We had Alpha. Somebody from Alpha was in the spot earlier. So now a lot of pressure on Zachary Odin to hold this. Again, here comes the smokes. That last smoke's going to be the hardest thing for him. So Siri's able to get in unseen. No shots coming out. Siri's, ooh, he got him. He had some help from the tent. You can see teammates in the tent can see through the smoke. And they're able to call out Zachary, hey, spray OBJ location. And he picks up that kill. Van's still controlling those shops. Mr. 808. Super wide over here. We have heavy pressure on OBJ. Flashbangers, heavy pressure on OBJ. I wouldn't worry about that. So we gotta move over center map here. You got all these guys. You got Vans holding this down. Brass is gonna try to work on some. He gets one. But they are just absolutely infected over here. Got all the flashbangers spawning on this location. Luckily, that one that Brass just got was Bub. So they're no longer spawning on fire team. But Siri and Griff still here. Siri working out toward the OBJ. Using that smoke. Zachary spraying it, but can't find him. And Brass is able to pick him up from another location because he was standing up straight. Uh-oh, for some reason I am stuck. I'm stuck in a wall. Let's go to Hot Brass. Got a pre-fire from Griff Dog. He takes out Hot Brass. They absolutely know that Zachary's in that spot. Jack in the box, bro. Jack in the box. He's right there. Just pop up. Beast Billy's taking him out. Good teamwork there. Zachary's worried about somebody being on that fridge and losing the spot because it's so freaking hard to get back to where he's at. Billy and Griff trade. So that's mostly a reset for flashbangers. Now this is where 808's patience pays off. Haha, what's up, bro? Weren't expecting me there. And he takes out one. Bub on the fridge. He's hoping Zachary gets careless. Zachary is not. And Bub, once again, fire team pushing in. You see Step now holding the patio position. Vans across the way coming in for flashbangers. Oh, I rotated off, but you got Beast Billy back there who's going to work on these guys. So now this is his job. He's going in and out of pillars. I cannot follow that with a camera. Billy. All right. Bub just goes down. Siri is nearby him. Siri smokes it. And makes the OBJ push solo, but Step's able to take him out. So between Step and Hot Brass playing this back rice room well, they're able to push that back. You see Acquire get shot by Hot Brass. Griff Dog. Pressure on the front left here as Marsoc. He's going to be able to see Blue. Ooh, Brass ducks, and he's holding the door frame well. Step, even though we see him lit up bright red, they don't see that in the game. He's very hard to see from Griff's position. But if he looks over there, he would have eyes on him. And unfortunately, he gets a couple shooting at him. All right, where's our map? What's going on? Looks like we have one flashbanger in Rice Room. It's Bub. He's sneaky. He's fire team. This is always dangerous to have anybody in these rooms. You're 15 feet from uplink, and it's a great spawn. So even though Hot Brass is in a power position up in blue, where's Hot Brass? Hot Brass. So, for example, he's going to take Siri. That's a trade. Bub, danger, 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 because this is fire team, and they're going to be coming in on him unless Billy's able to make a trade happen here. Bub rotates off and takes out Billy. He's going to go up and hit the flank. Griff Dog's got his back in the alley. He's trying for Zachary from this flank position. Doesn't get it. Let's go to Zachary. Keep position still. Oh no, bro! Come on! He gets one. Can he get Bub? He's not expecting Bub because he had to look down with that reload. And Bub's able to take him out. Bub's gonna get the cap. Mr. 808 might be able to get eyes, but Flashbanger's super low on lives, so they just need to be killed off right now. That's one. Vance takes out another. I think these might be the last lives for Flashbangers, so Alpha really just need to kill them off. They got to get a call out on Vance because he's in such a powerful spot back here. He's going to hear footsteps approaching behind him. He could single-handedly hold down this OBJ if Billy doesn't take him out. Billy had that call out. Will he go for the cap or the kill? He shoots the wood, doesn't quite get it. Mr. 808 now is going to have to do it. It's like Flashbangers have 3 alive, so they are going to have a hard time wiping Flashbangers. Mr. 808, you got to go fast, got to go fast. Ah, can't quite get him. Last 2 Flashbangers here holding the fridge. They're going to get this. That was close. Buck came through with the last-minute clutch cap after Alpha held down the front planter for the whole round, and unfortunately, just one bad bit of luck with the reload, causing him to look down. Kills the guy that he saw, but didn't see the other approaching that backside. Great round, super tight. Looked like the momentum shifted about 2/3 of the way into the map, and Alpha was holding it down well. And then Flashbangers make that one big hero play, and then set up a good defensive position around the live uplink and hold it down. 2 minutes left. Let's tally up these kills. We got 4, 13, 17, 18. Oh, that's offense. That doesn't matter. Let's see. 10, 16, 18, 22. So those last 3 alive were their last lives for Flashbangers. So they did need to be killed off, but man, just not quite enough time to do it. All right, let's head back to our tent, update the scoreboard. Volt gets another point. Alpha now got to win this round in order to stay alive. Let's see what they do coming out with a fight. What's up, Johnny Danger? Kittle, what's up? Carson, what's up? Man, that was tight, yeah. Whew, all right, go to the game. And we will follow in Alpha.
Yep. Help press out. Dominate.
Step's going to be fire team. It's like we're going to send 2 to the right. Double check and make sure you guys can see. We're good. All right, Step looking to be heading backwards, so he's going to go wide. If Billy comes up here, he's going to have to worry about a pre-frag from Bub. Maybe not, because I called it out last time on the cast. Siri's going to do it. Siri doesn't quite hit. Bub and Vance taking B tunnel. Zachary's able to take out Griff Dog. So now, similar to what we saw with Flashbangers last time, Billy's able to get in here, but instead of going for the cap, he heads backside. Works out well because Bub was up top and looking off the OBJ. So Billy takes one out. Bub hears him. Billy's expecting a second. They trade. And that's 4 down for Flashbangers. So Alpha now needs a super heavy push right to the OBJ. Siri is last alive. He takes out Step, so they knew they needed that heavy push. They got the smoke out. It's just unfortunately fire team leader that was doing the heavy push. Hot Brass here flanking. He's out of bounds, but he should have heard footstep audio on his left. He did. Just thought he was downstairs. Mr. 808 holding the ramp. He might be able to see Bub come in momentarily. Bub's gonna go quickly to that dark alley. Ooh, he rotates off just at the wrong time. So now Bub putting shots out. A frag that doesn't land. Bub repositions into the planter box. He's gonna have a great chance at Mr. 808 just because he knows where 808's at, and 808 doesn't know where he's at, and he's also gonna have a great shot on Hot Brass right there. All right, this is gonna take a moment. 808 might expose. Sometimes Bub gets impatient and peeks. We'll see. Yeah, he's going to hold it. It's the right call. So we're going to go up front to where stuff's happening. Billy takes out 2. He's got to worry about Griff Dog and those other shops, and he's got to worry about Bub, who ignored that gate, rotated back to the priority area because he handed it off to Vans. So now Vans and 808 are working on each other. Bub rotated back to his responsibility, which is keeping eyes on the OBJ from those balcony stairs. So these two have footstep audio on each other, and Bub's able to get Billy. Flashbangers 3 heavy over here. Hot Brass kind of working toward Arabic. Zachary Odin already across the street. He's going to come in. Griff Dog's got his footstep audio. Griff Dog does a peek, but now the advantage is in Zachary's favor. No, Griff Dog's able to clean him up. Mr. 808, back where we were checking earlier, has to worry about that Vans rotation. So Vans takes him out. I've got more action going center street. Bub takes out Billy from Blue Room. Hot Brass is going to be Overwatch up top. They've been playing that balcony. Brass would have great shots on the balcony. Let's see if Siri goes up there. There it is. Brass isn't quite looking yet, but he'll see it. He's going to adjust back. Nope, he was looking low. So Siri holding that angle now, looking for shots on Brass. Looks like Acquire is able to get him from up top in the center here. We got Step and Billy working center. This is a good shot to shoot Acquire. It's a good spot to shoot Acquire, as you see there. Acquire's fully exposed. Step's going to have the advantage if he peeks at, and Acquire holds. He gets him. All right, Zachary backside. You see Bub tucked into the pallets here. That's a good spot. He rotates off. This is the cap. Billy gets it. Where's Vans? Vans is holding this. Check this out. If he looks left, he's going to have good eyes. There it is, but that's just one guy. We know we got 3 dead. Alpha's got good smoke coverage. Zachary setting up here. But our last couple from Alpha just weren't able to take advantage of that opportunity. Now Bub's going to come in. So they're going to have to win a whole series of gunfights again. They're doing, again, 3 dead. It's just Bub and Siri. And Bub's able to take out Hot Brass. It's not Siri, it's Acquire Monster. Another dead, that's 4 dead. Acquire here holding this. He rotates off 808. He's got to do the OBJ defense. It's just Billy. Billy needs eyes on that area. Steps back in the planter. Another single guy for Flashbangers holding down the 1v5 with 4 Flashbangers dead. Step gonna work this, take some kills. They're gonna be spawning here with as many lives as they have. Flashbangers 1 dead with the other 4 on the right side. Billy takes out Bub. Now they know Step's here. This is a great spot when you're sneaky. A little tougher when you have to worry about people exiting blue and pinching you from the backside at the same time. I think is what we may see happen. Let's see. All right, Alpha with 3 alive right now. Got Step here. Still have Brass working Overwatch. So Bub peeks too much to try to take out Step. Brass could make him pay. And then you got Griff Dog coming in to try to pinch Step on the backside. And he gets him.
Yeah, I got fire. I got fire. White House.
All right, so 808 gonna head up the right side. Brass is still in Overwatch. 808 takes out Acquire Monster. He went backside. I'm on the wrong side of the wall. Can't get there. And the Bub rotates off and takes him out. So now we are back to Hot Brass. They still have a couple lives, but it's getting close. I don't know if they're going to be able to get a full 5 back in. Hot Brass going to keep working this. And Step's going to approach the right side here. Looks like Siri once again is up high on the balcony. He's going to rotate back. He gets Step. And Hot Brass has his opportunity just to have a little fun. Maybe have an insane clutch. See, he's got Acquire right across the street. Let's go first person. Ooh, Acquire. Perfect cover behind the Hesco. Unseen by Hot Brass. And looks like we got an Alpha resetting. Hot Brass, very patient. You can see what makes him a good Overwatch player. Very good at staying alive in these powerful positions. And the timing works out well because often he'll take out one guy and then they sit in the tent for 15 seconds. Then they spend another 15 to 20 seconds running back to that position where they were just at to try to get Hot Brass again. And he gets him. In this case, though, Acquire's able to find him. And that is going to be the end of map 2. And that is the match win with Flashbangers taking it 2-0. We should still have a third map. We'll see if people stick around for that. For now, map 2 scores: Acquire Monster 8-8, Van 17-4, Siri 5-11, Bub 14-8, Griffdog 13-9. On the OVL Alpha side, we have Step at 10-12, Beast Billy 11-17, Hot Brass at 7-12, Mr. 808 at 5-10. Well played. Honestly, Alpha played that tight. They had solid defense for most of the Volk round. And then big play by Flashbangers by Bub with a cap, and then the good defense setup around is able to take it. On the offensive side, Alpha again had 2 opportunities where they had 4 Flashbangers dead. Billy went in for the cap. They had smoke coverage. It was the right thing to do, but unfortunately for them, Flashbangers were just able to hit a big play, and it paid off. All right, so let's take a look. We're on Downfall. Just gonna make at least one of you out there happy. We are in the old OBJ location, so I dig it. This will be fun. I am going to update our scoreboard. We'll see how quickly these guys start. Just gonna kind of listen to that. All right, let's get that in. Final map, map 3, Downfall. Hey, at least if it doesn't count for the match. Oh, I messed up the scoreboard. Marsoc 2 needs to be 0 there. At least it's gonna be an exciting match. Downfall always is fun to watch, in my opinion. What's up, Mason Dixon? Doink's here for Downfall. I'm just gonna head over to the game and we're gonna take a look. So this is gonna be interesting. When we played Flashbangers earlier this season, we played them on Downfall. They absolutely overloaded the OBJ building, unlike any team I've seen before. So that was an interesting strategy. We were idiots, didn't take advantage of frags, and yeah. But typically what you'll see from a lot of teams is a hold to somebody over here holding down the storage push. Oftentimes you'll see a hold from Hookah looking above the tarp at that same storage push, which with eyes on center Army House, center bungalow, and the ability to rotate over for a conservative hold on the lake cross, and then eyes on uphill Hummer House. Often teams will stage 1 backroom OBJ, which is kept alive by somebody here at B, holding that cross from Hookah uphill to the OBJ, and then you'll often have somebody twins. The wild cards are, you know, somebody here working center bungalow here, also holding that Hookah cross, and then also with eyes further west on the west road, and then this position makes it very difficult for an army cross as well. So If you're not a huge fan of Downfall or don't play it much, those are typically the positions you're going to see a very strong, well-spread defense. Like if I was playing AMF, I'd expect, you know, 1 here, 2 near OBJ, 3 Huga, 4 Church, 1 B, something like that. So we'll see. We'll see if Flashbangers keep it tight, or if they go with more of an old-school approach on their defense. We're going to change team names really quickly. Marsoc's going to be OVL Alpha.
He was a fucking nobody. We got his ass until he...
Defense is going to be Flashbangers. So Brass heading left, heading toward Twins. They got Sparky as their sub coming in. What's up, Sparky? Mr. 808 goes down. Beast Billy's fire team, he's heading up the middle. Looks like Acquire Monster is the one holding down Twins Hill here. He's got help from Griff. Hot Brass gonna be shooting through these windows. It's a good spot. It's a tough shot. It's tough to see. And then Billy goes down in the middle from Vans, who is at that church location. So Vans is going to have eyes uphill. He's going to have eyes on anybody that takes the stairs at Heli House, right where his laser is. And he's going to have eyes as they approach there. We've got Griff Dog working Twins Hill with Acquire. So Griff Dog's going to be looking toward the B spawn and the Heli House. And Bub is going to be a ticket taker up here. These guys spawning B are going to have trouble with it unless they take a very specific route. I'll show you that here when you see what the kill looks like. One moment, let's check on 808. Acquire's able to take him out and step here. North Hotel gonna go into an overwatch position. So if you're Sparky here, you know Bub's mid-map. The approach here, you can put shots on him from this rock, but you're a little bit exposed. If you can get super low to the back wall of this room, you have the option to go into the patio there and kill him from there, or backtrack straight behind this tower and using that as cover. But if you take this approach like Billy is, he's gonna have shots on that. So truly your only option is to just stay lower than he can see, and then get somebody to kill that position from the center army house. Or it's an easy kill once you actually get to the storage building on that west road. All right, so step here. Holding down front windows. Again, Vans out there wide. Vans, let's take a look. Not quite looking at Step's position yet, so he's unaware of where Step's at. Step's a great shot. He's gonna have eyes on Siri, who's up top. Siri's got a scope. He's occupied with Step. Or occupied with whoever's in North Hotel. Looks like they went down. See a laser coming in through the camera here. They're aware of Vance's position. Billy with an MCX, crazy shot. Able to take out Vance. He's not aware of it, but he did hit a headshot there. Bub tosses a frag that goes long. So again, Bub just still working the center position. Super exposed though, as you can see. He's got a great shot on people at B. But he's gonna have some pressure here if they can take this Hummer house. The hard part of it is that Griff Dog is helping Bub out along with Acquire. It's keeping him alive on that other side. Truly best approach at this point. Like, I know it's scary, but spawn B, get low. You go to the back of Heli House and then backtrack straight to the tower, go behind the tower, and then use the walls on the west road. All right, Griff Dog and Acquire working on these guys in A spawn. That's an A spawn. You see the lasers coming through. Just trying to keep him off that ridge.
Sniper down right window. Spawn B.
Good shots.
Theory is not gonna like me at the end of the day.
Check out our map.
That's alright.
We do have one wanting to make the push out of spawn here. It's Sparky. He's low this time. Looking at Twins Rock. Could have a shot, but so far I haven't seen Griff Dog truly playing the rock. It's like he might be coming now. You still see this yellow laser coming through. Bub's just holding this down. He's gonna take a lot of tickets until Alpha gets that out. See where Billy's at. Billy's getting close to the point where he can have a shot. But unfortunately, Bub's not tall enough for him to be seen over those walls. Billy's working on Vans again. That same spot he was able to hit Vans from earlier. Billy's windows here don't face the front side, so he's not going to be able to see Bub on that front side. Sparky takes out a Acquire, and then he moves to the tower. Let's see. Don't spend too much time up here, just because if you do get a kill, yeah, there you go. Rotate off that. If you do get a kill, they're going to respawn by the time it has an impact. Check it out, though. What happened middle? We missed Bub go down, and I can't see who this is. We have an OBJ push. You legends. One of them took out Bub center map. Billy's able to come in as fire team, get the cap, and you got Step in the perfect position to keep these guys out of the back room. So Step's going to make sure that they can't get in here and defuse that code. This is his only job. So you see Bub working on this first before he makes that push, because he knows, like, he's dead if he pushes out. Good smoke by Flashbangers.
They just blinded me.
So now they're going to be able to make this back room. Whoever spawns on fire team needs to push off. These guys have a frag, they got to use it. Siri's going to kill anybody that peeks this corner. But Flashbangers are actually in a good spot to reclaim this objective. Especially now with that trade. Fire team +1. Step's still got a good spot up top. Ooh, gonna be tight. And Mr. 808 goes down. Flashbangers defuse. One more in the back room. And again, with Siri's position up top, he's gonna have a great chance of keeping Griffdog alive. Unless Sparky can kill this. You can win downfall with just Siri's position and just Griffdog's position in back room. So now Flashbangers spawn 2 in B. They felt that pressure. Anytime you feel that, it's a good call to get an extra in B to make sure that you hold this cross in case Siri had friends with him and they're getting ready to push uphill. Step's still here. As long as they have Griff, as long as Flashbangers have Griff where they have him, and they have those guys, Vans and Siri up top here, they honestly don't have to worry about Step too much. And so you see that reflected by where Bub is. Bub just went down, but he was patiently holding twins. Acquire's doing the same thing now. They know that Step's there and that he hasn't left. But as long as they have B, that's not that big of a deal until they need to take back OBJ room. All right, 808 here at Center Hotel. Shots on the B windows. We'll see if Griff exposes. Griff's job is to stay alive in that back room. So he put a few shots out to slow 808 down, and then he wisely pulled back a bit. Sparky's in hookah, but he's down, so he's not alive. And this is where Bub comes in to start working on Step here. Cooks a frag, tosses it, hits Step. Hot Brass is wide. Nope, that's not Hot Brass. Hot Brass is wide, so if Bub comes backside, Hot Brass will make him pay. It looks like Bub's expecting more. Acquire's also expecting more. I missed it. I didn't see if Hot Brass got kills here, but they are clearly expecting him. And now Bub's gonna push it. He's got the gun advantage, but Hot Brass is able to take him out. And Hot Brass is gonna come in here, take that spot that we saw from Step. 808 with good smoke out. See what this B hold looks like. We're gonna watch it from the other angle. It's a little bit too far to see if we look at it from B, but you see their lasers swarming that smoke. Then 808 pulls their eyes back to the other side as Billy gets low. Ooh, I was gonna say that's tough to survive. The smoke was unfortunately just a little bit low, and Billy in his white shirt were spotted. So here comes Bub again. He already did this once. Cooking a frag, tosses it in. Doesn't do anything. Hot Brass is in the back room. And he's last up. They trade. And Flashbangers take that. All right, here's our scores. Head back to our scoreboard. Give them credit. Well played. Great defensive recovery by Flashbangers. Alpha was in a great spot. Had the code sent on downfall with somebody in twins. That is deadly, deadly, deadly. But Flashbangers were able to recover by smoking that window in twins, which eliminates Step's job, makes it so that Flashbangers can get support back into the blue room of OBJ. And Alpha was just unfortunately not able to spawn in on fire team and push that fast enough. Pressure from B keeping him out of that back room. All right, so let's give Flashbangers a point for map 3. And then we're gonna head back in. All right, so we'll see what defense Alpha uses here. They got some great shooters. I really like the aggressive defense by Flashbangers there. We used to use this spot a lot with Tim. It's great for at least the first half of the match to take all those tickets, and then this position, once this goes away, once he's killed off of this position, is a great one to rotate into the back room of the OBJ. It's like we got people beeping, but we're not starting. All right. And then again, like anybody that's doesn't love downfall, get very comfortable staying low here and using this hill until you can get this building as cover, and then coming back and then staying on the other side of this wall and then playing leapfrog wall to wall. Like, it will make your life so much easier if you play downfall and don't even try to shoot anybody on as Marsoc. Don't shoot any Volk until you get to this spot, and then just make a run for it. Shoot everybody from hotel and forward. Anything else, they're gonna respawn.
One is at,
all right, Hot Brass able to take out Bub right away. Step working toward the right on twins. He's got a good gun for it. These guys are taking a good route on Marsoc to get straight to that tower. You see them feeling out where defenders normally play this, making a push straight for the tower. It's a good push by Griffdog, and he's got cover by Vans helping him out. Choir Monster, Fire Team making a strong center push. Let's see what happens over here. Griffdog gonna head top tower. Can be unexpected. So he's able to take out Step. Hot Brass is also down. We got 2 dead here. And Alpha only has 2 alive right now, with both being on OBJ. So the first thing I would do as Alpha right now is spawn my next in B. Make sure that we keep these guys in OBJ alive. Spawn 1A, reclaim Twins Hill. But I would have 808 tuck in tight. Sparky's more of an offensive position in that front window. I know it's tempting to kill Twins, and you can get one, but you can't lose if you hold that back room and you have somebody B.
I'm hoping that was an enemy on the right way.
So 808 gets one. Bub's just waiting for stuff to happen here. He gets effective smoke on the window, so he's not going to be killed by that. Now he's pushing up, and 808 is able to get him. Looks like that smoke was high and long. Choir, though, Fire Team on the front walls. He pushed from Hummer House. So they're going to start spawning here in a very powerful position. Choir doesn't even have to get any kills. Aside from an incredible frag, he's not going to be killed out of this position unless they flank Hookah. He's just got to stay alive. Again, looking at what Griff's doing. Super passive. Doesn't have to be aggressive and get any kills.
Here.
Get all this time. They can spawn in. Gather themselves, get organized because they're in such a safe spot. So Billy, keep holding that spot.
What's the situation?
Takes out one.
He's back in the right valley.
You see him get picked up. That's frustrating. And then he trades. That's enough to make them worry. Step is going to have a shot on these guys as they exit, but it's very tight and it's only for a second. And then as you see, they can go from the left. They got Vans uphill. So now 808's only job is to stay alive. Check out this smoke from Flashbangers. Bub can cap here. He should cap. Come upstairs. Put spawn pressure on him because he knows he has friendlies that can come recap after 808 defuses this. They got this smoke. This smoke would help. Siri, get up top. Billy's able to take him out, so it doesn't quite work. Does Bub have a frag? Great job, Step, keeping him alive in the back room. Now check it out. Exactly what we're saying. 808 can play this game all day as long as nobody comes in and frags him. It's got another on site here with Billy, but Billy goes down from Acquire.
Great call out. They reset it. They reset it.
They're going to try this again. Bub did have a frag in his pocket. Sparky's in a good position. Maybe just use the ridge instead of the corner. So he's taken down.
Killed one at Twins.
Hot Brass in a effective spot for anybody that's pushing from hookah, but they're already front. So that's not going to do a whole lot. Let's see what Bub does here. Again, I think he has a frag in his pocket. He's just waiting for 808 to start typing the code, and then he's going to start to cook. Step still keeping him alive. Here comes that frag. Crucial to keep him alive, but Bub gets it out in time. So now 808's down. Where's Billy? Billy's not going to be able to replenish this. So now the whole goal, starting with Sparky here, is kind of like he did last time. He's going to have to hold these guys off of this push. And somebody also needs to use smoke and get back to that back room. This is a super dangerous position for OVL Alpha right now. Bub takes Sparky out again. Again, I use this ridge, just show your head. Hot Brass might be able to make it to the back room, but Vance is uphill. It's going to be a late angle, but he can make the shot. And he takes out Hot Brass. It's a tough one for Billy to hit. You see the opposite angle. Billy's not quite sure that he's on that Marsoc wall, and Vans is able to take him out as well. Now 808, same deal.
Don't worry about him.
Vans has significant advantage here, taking out all these guys. Great alternative to what Griff was holding earlier in Twins. Now Bub's going to go upstairs. Code's hot, and they are going to have a spawn trap on for the rest of the round. Billy, great shot on Bub. That's a very, very tough shot. Choir still out front. Fire team playing that well. Van's still uphill. Look at all those lasers. Just too many places to look. And on top of that, they've got Griff Dog holding another early spawn angle. And it's locked down. Well played by Flashbangers, securing those walls, being patient. Fire team, Acquire Monster did his job perfectly. Didn't get anxious being only 10 feet from the OBJ, pushing out on his own. They knew that they were in a perfect spot. It's great round, well played. Always good to see Downfall played well. And that's going to do it for the night. I don't think I'm going to have time to read off final scores. They're heading out early. We are going to go back to our tent, update the scoreboard. But with that, Flashbangers take the night, 3 maps to 0, and they are winners of the play-in. They are going to be in the playoffs as a wild card team. Let's go Volk 3, give them 2 credit here. And one more look at the playoffs. Bottom left, Flashbangers made their way in. They are going to be taking on Father Figures in the first round of playoffs. Great game, both teams. Well fought. The scoreboard doesn't quite reflect it, but those were close games. They were exciting. Alpha was in it the entire time, had opportunities, and Flashbangers made some big plays and were able to beat them back. So great game, both teams. Thanks so much for hanging out in the chat. Doink says, Stash, you're giving away all the spots on Downfall. I am, man. I hope it's a great map. I hope people take the time to learn it. And I think that's a map that any team with basic fundamentals can lock down and play extremely well. I don't think it's a map to be afraid of. I think it's one that every team should feel confident playing. Yeah. All right, guys. Well, thank you so much for joining. I appreciate it. Cadle says only the ones I don't use. Nah. Truly, like, if anybody, any of the new players from this league are watching and you ever want to do a map walkthrough or see POVs from me or my team or anything like that, like, hit us up. We'll share it. We want there to be as many good teams as possible, and I'm happy to talk about anything. I love the strategy side of this game. So, all right, everybody, thank you so much for joining. Take care. Hope everybody has a great night, and I'll catch you on the next one.